guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a video of authors that are romance authors that I really want to read that I have not gotten to yet. Now, I know I've done this video before. I haven't watched that video. I don't know if it was like over a year ago I did that, so I don't know if any of these are repeats. I apologize if they are, but if you're new to my channel, these are authors that I really want to read that I haven't read yet. First, I want to apologize. So for some reason, whenever I decide to film on the weekends, the sun's always in and out of the clouds, and I use natural lighting, so I'm going to turn cold tone, then I'm gonna go warm tone. So like I'm warm right now, sun's gonna get covered by the cloud, and I'm gonna turn like blue. So sorry, but I will go ahead and get to the authors that I really want to read. I think I have like 6 or 7 of them, and let me know if you've read them and what books I should start by them, because I really want to try these authors, but I haven't yet, so I'll get to them. So the first author is one I'm actually starting an audiobook of currently, and that is Aurora Reynolds. Some of you have commented when I think I did my recommendations for contemporary books, you guys said I had to try her out, and I know some other booktubers who really love her books. And so the book that I started to listen to is Until July, and I don't know if all of her books are going to be like this with like the very cheesy alpha male. In this one, he's in a motorcycle gang, so it's okay so far. Not sure what I was expecting from this author, but I'm still excited to see what this book turns out to be, and if all of her books are like that. Let me know where I should start with her, if this was a good book to start with, or if I should start with something else, because I've heard amazing things about her as an author, but I'm not meshing well with this audiobook so far. I don't like the narrator, so that might be part of it, because her voice for the guy is really creepy, and that kind of ruins the whole vibe of the book, but I really want to read her. I don't know if all of them are MC romances. I just know that they're shorter, not short, but like less than 300 pages, I think, contemporary romances, so we'll see if I like her books. The next author is because I follow her on Instagram, and she's hilarious, and I love her even though I've never read a book by her, and that is Balance by Lucia or Lucia. I don't know how to say her first name, Franco, and if you know how to say her first name, go ahead and let me know down below. But this, I'm pretty sure it's Lucia. I don't know. I could be like totally wrong. But this one I'm super wary about reading because it's a sports romance. It's gymnastics, but it's with the gymnast and her coach, and there's a huge age gap, like huge. And I think like this is like a really one that makes you want to throw the book across the room, annoying one, in a good way. Maybe. And so I've had friends who have loved this, but they tell me like they don't know if I'll like it or not because of the age gap and how the characters act. And it's just something that sometimes doesn't go with what I like to read. It's not that it's a bad book, it's just I'm kind of picky about that. So I'm nervous, but I really want to give it a try. And I know these books are ginormous. They're like over 400 pages. I want to say they're like 500 pages long. They're huge, but I really want to try to give this author a try. I think there's 3 books in the series now, and they just look so good, and I feel like I should just try it out. And if I don't like it, that's fine, because I have issues with certain tropes, but we'll see if I like it. The next author is one that I've seen her books on Instagram, and the only reason I want to read her books is because they're pretty. I have literally no idea what any of them are about. And that's Dabney Perry. This is the cover of Tattered, which is her first book, and it's gorgeous. Not her first book, but the first book in the series. And her recent release, I don't know if it's come out yet, but there was a cover reveal, and I was like, can I just like frame that and put it on my wall? Like, I want to own all of her books. She has another series that I know candles were made by Bookish Aroma, so there's like a lot of fans of that series. But I don't know what these are about. I just know that the covers are gorgeous, and a lot of people love her books, and I know that they're contemporary, so I want to read them. I kind of like not knowing what her books are about, so maybe I'll pick one up and read it. I don't know. Moving a little paranormal, the other one you guys are probably really annoyed that I haven't read it yet, and that is Nelly Singh. Now, I have read one of her books, but I'm not counting it because it was a spin-off of the Psy Changeling series. I don't know if that's what this one is. I think that's what this one is. And I did not like it. I think I gave it a 3-star, but like, I didn't get it because it was a spin-off and I hadn't read the other series. And like, I always think like, oh, it's a spin-off, I could try it out and not have to read like the 15 other books in that previous series. But I think I need to read this one because I I didn't know the world enough. So that's what happened with Black Dagger Brotherhood. So I read the spin-off book first and I was like, what's going on? Who are these people? I don't understand it. And so I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. 3 or 4 stars. Okay. But now I'm like, if I read it, I'm gonna love this spinoff. So I'm not counting that I've read Nelly Singh because I read one of her books with not enough context. So I couldn't enjoy it. So I need to read the beginning of her series so that I can appreciate her as an author and actually get a full taste of what she can do. These are psi, so they like have psychic ability kind of things, like mind abilities. Yeah, it's paranormal, that's all I know. Next, I'm like 80% sure I haven't read a book by this author before, and that's Tess Adair. I'm pretty sure I've never read a Tess Adair book. I could be wrong, and I could have read one a long time ago. I don't think I have. I've heard amazing things about this series. I have 2 of them. My friend Sarah got me one of them for my birthday. I finally got my birthday present from her. And I had this one at Half Price Books, I'm pretty sure, and I don't remember the order of them, but Chelsea from Chelsea Doll and Reads just started reading historicals, and she loves Tess Adair now. And so I really want to hop on the Tess Adair train. Like I said, I don't remember if I've read anything by her. I really don't think I have, but I'm excited to read them because they're super hyped, and I think I will actually agree with the hype. Next author is Lauren Lane, and my friend Lisa from Instagram loves this book, and I think the second one recently came out, and she told me I had to read this. And so this is, I think, a business romance. Like, I'm pretty sure he works on like Wall Street or something. Yeah. And it just sounds really fun, and a lot of people have been giving Lauren Lane a lot of love. I just like freaked out and thought I actually read a book by her, but it's a different name that looks like this. It's Laura Kay. They like kind of look similar, and I was like, wait, I read a book by her. No, I'm pretty sure I haven't read anything by Lauren Lane. I'm pretty positive, but I have this book and it sounds really good, and I can't wait to give the author a shot. Next is a book by an author I've actually met before, and that is Tiffany Rice, or Reese. I can't remember how to say her last name. My friend Lacey from Instagram, Book Lovers Lacey, all these are from friends because they've all told me how amazing they are. She loves Tiffany Rice, whatever, Tiffany. And her books are pretty graphic, I feel like. I think that this one's one of her more tame ones because her other ones, like The Siren, has a lot more content to it, if you know what I mean. And this one, though, is different. I don't remember what it's about, but I remember thinking this sounded good, so that's why I bought it when I met her. And so I really want to read this, and she is just a classic romance author that I have not gotten to yet. And the next one I want to read is because she's an author for Forever Romance. So a lot of bookstagrammers get books from Forever. Sometimes I do, and this author is really popular among those bookstagrammers, and it is J.B. Salsbury, and this is Split. So this is about a guy with multiple personalities. And her other one, though, I think is Wrecked, and that's a military romance, and people just rave about her. So I remember seeing this in Half Price Books and picking it up, and I still haven't read it, but I've heard that she's a great romance author, so I definitely want to give it a shot. And those are some romance authors that I really want to read, hopefully within the next year, but you know how I am about keeping my TBRs. So let me know down below what books I should start by these authors, or which authors you still think I need to read that I haven't yet. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.